What up, everybody? We are the Arcade Tokens. I'm Patrick Cloud.
Khleo Thomas, aka Mr. Slick Living.
I am the anomaly Will Pharaoh.
This is another episode of Games That Define Us. We have an amazing guest today. My good friend, comedian CT Clayton Thomas. What it do, brother?
Brother, how are you guys? I want to talk in this voice for the entire rest of the show, but I'm great.
And of course, shout out to the tech god Khadeem behind the ones and twos. What it do, man?
Can't complain. Another day. Make sure that I'm not muted this time. I'm not muted. Muted myself
I have to see your face, bro. Look, by the end of the show, just tell me your Instagram. I have to see your face.
So you're damn near looking at it. Hold on, let me just draw a goatee on my brother. There you go.
There you go. Just think
If that's really how you look, this is going to be hilarious, bro.
It's just that
more connected goatee, same person.
That in a hoodie. That in a
And
hoodie.
it's right at the top. Never lost.
Never lost.
Never lost. Ever. All right.
So actually, we're all sleepy because we were on Twitch avenging and Robin Volts on Marvel's Avengers last night. It's crazy. We've been twitching so much, and me and Will were talking about this yesterday. We forgot how fun it is to just play video games. Like,
It's gotten bad. It's gotten bad, man.
Part of me wants to go back and play the Final Fantasy VII Remake just playing it because I played it live on Twitch and I feel like I missed so many key elements of actually enjoying the video game. No, I agree with you guys because we're worried about too much stuff. We're playing the video game. We're talking to the chat. We're trying to keep them entertained. We're shouting out the bits. We're shouting out the subs. It's too much.
Right. But when you're locked in. You basically it's just chilling. It's like,
Yeah.
But I don't like that I can't finish stuff. Like I still haven't finished like Marvel Avengers and everybody else has because I'm letting my stream follow it. So they're just like, oh, what I missed? Oh, I missed all this parts. I'm like, okay, I gotta wait till I actually stream to play.
Right. Yeah.
I'm the opposite. I'm so backwards with my joint. I'm like, I played the first time of Avengers on the stream, and then 4 days later, I came back like, all right, y'all beat the game, so I'm about to do some other stuff.
Damn.
I try not to get that bad. But there'll be big parts of the game missing from me. Like I'll quit when I'm Hulk, and then I'll come back as like Captain America. That was fun.
I don't know why I don't do that. And I just be like, man, I miss out on. So I got a whole library of games that I just haven't got a chance to play yet because I be waiting for the stream.
It got to the point where people in the chat were like, "Yeah, I beat this game already," and then they started helping me, and I was like, "Oh, like yeah, they're passing me because I'm so slow." So.
Life,
but as far as the game today, we're playing. Obviously, we're doing games that define us. This is a gaming talk show where we talk about games that we grew up playing, stuff that contributed to us being gamers, that we are today. So we're all gonna go. Usually we, a few of the tokens go first, then we let the guests go, and then at the end we play download, delete with all of our choices. So does anybody want to volunteer as the first?
Mr. Pharaoh.
Yes. Let's go ahead and start this off with a very back in the trill times before I was not so chill as I am now. Take you back to teenage Pharaoh. 15, hot-headed, still smoking a lot of weed, tall black tee, size 14 Air Forces. Bleached jeans, all of that. Grill, the whole thing, and braids. The Latrell Sprewell braids with the hang time and no lace fronts.
Straight out of Port Arthur. Look at him.
Yeah, straight out of Port Arthur. Know what I'm talking about? Riding around the Cadillac. This game I've chosen, Madden 2004. This game defines me because I almost lost my life behind this game.
Continue.
Yes.
Tell it again.
It's definitely defined me. So back in the days, man, when you play sports games, man, it brings the competitive out you, just like almost any game. But something with sports really brings it out of you, especially when you got money put on the line. It ain't just like, yo, I got $20 that I'll beat you. No, this is like multiple bets. Like you putting $20 on how many rushing yards you'll get in a quarter. You're putting money on like what the touchdown score gonna be. Also 200 on a 21-0 skunk. You lose $200 just for sucking, and then of course the end of the game. And so I love Madden. I was cold at Madden. Like it's for me, it's kind of like mathematical. So I kind of knew like what to do, what to play, and stuff. Like I got so good that I could literally pick any team and play. That's how much we played Madden.
It's a lot of skill.
Yeah, and so unfortunately though, not everybody was like that. And so one day, this guy will remain nameless. Wanted to challenge, and he wanted to put some big numbers up on the board. While his girlfriend was there, I don't know if he was trying to impress her or what, but he wanted to put up. He wanted to put up in the C racks, the hundreds, the 200s. I was like, all right.
Wait a minute. In 2000, first of all, I think we all are around the exact same age. In 2004, you had hundreds of dollars.
I was leading a very stereotypical life for my
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
Please excuse my interruption.
And I'm gonna just leave it at that. But yeah,
All right.
I'll let you fill that in. But yeah, so I was like, yo, the common phrase we know back then: don't write a check your mouth can't cash. So I'm just like, all right, do you? So we played $500 on the line, and I whooped that ass. No mercy. No mercy. So much to where I called the play I was gonna do to the point of I knew what he was gonna do. And he was not liking that. He was getting socked the fuck out in this game. Very upset. And as we played, the terms is you put the money on the coffee table. Once the money on the coffee table, you don't touch it. The person that win grab the money. And so, of course, I win. We go all 4 quarters. I was like, yo, you want to stop? You want to keep going? Went ahead and whooped his ass. Went for my money. He got a little upset. He was like, nah, bro, you got to run that back, man. You cheating. I'm like, no, I didn't cheat. And this is my money. So I go again, and then he does this. He's like, nah, bro. Now, this is at the point, again, I'm not as calm and collective as I am now. I was not feeling that. I was like, bro, you put your hands on me again, we already got a problem, but you finna have a problem. And so he got mad, and of course we go out back and forth. What you trying to do? What the fuck you gonna do? I was like, yo, nigga, just swing. That's all you gotta do, and I can show you exactly what I'm gonna do. So he gets mad, pulls out a pistol.
You're familiar with the law. He said, you swing first.
Yeah. Hit me first, then it's a wrap. And this dude is older, so that's why I'm just like, all right, cool. And so he pulls out a pistol. He's like, nah, nigga, if you bowl, pick the money up now. Once again, I wasn't the brightest as a teenager. So my ass is looking him dead in his eye and just doing this. And I pick up the money and I put it in my pocket. I said, so you unloading that clip tonight or what? And he walked outside. Pissed off, cussing, mumbling. And this gal right there, gal leaves, and that was it. But I was like, video game is not worth me almost losing my life over.
Because in that sense, he calmed himself down from not murdering you. It's not like there was something because you never backed down. It's like you kept your energy here, and he had to make a decision within himself. Am I going to murder him over this? No. That's the only thing to intervene.
Will gets braver and braver in that story. I ain't heard the version where he was like, shoot me, nigga. Do it.
I'm ready to die.
I ain't afraid to die, nigga. Are you?
Some things you just got to go full all the way through. Like my last play was the stare for the month. I was like, all right, I got to stare at this nigga right, or this ain't gonna work. So just.
This game.
500. Let me tell you something.
Experience that, Will. I'm sorry.
500, bro. Everybody here is very blessed and doing our thing. Can you imagine dying over $500?
Life over $500. Because best case scenario, you got the $500. That's it. And you murdered somebody. That's ridiculous.
Right. I think he was just butt hurt that he lost in front of his guy. He was talking big shit. And he had been talking big shit for like a week. And I was just like, all right.
You know how egos be. There's money involved. There's some biddies around you. Like, of course, it's gonna be a little higher.
Biddies.
So yeah, you got a
And
little
just-
out of line with it.
And just context, I was not like balling like that either. Like when we started, I was like, yo, we normally do like 20. Like the biggest I've ever really like betted is maybe 75 on the whole game. That's probably like the highest I've gone. But he decided he want to go, nah, bro, you don't deal with the big money. When he pulled the roll out, that's when I was like, oh, nigga, I got your ass. I'm finna fuck you sideways today. Where you want to go with it? He was like, shit, what you try to do? I was like, nigga, I throw hundreds up in here, lying my ass off. Lying my ass off. And he took the bait.
Selling them wolf tickets.
Selling the wolf tickets, boy. VIP status for that nigga. Come on up top.
Jesus
I'm gonna take you for
Christ.
everything you got.
All for a Mike Vick football game.
Hey,
This is
that's
the
what
last.
he had,
This is the
too.
last Madden I've ever played. Like, I'm glad you brought this one today. This is the last Madden I played. It was only this one. Mike Vick was damn near unstoppable. That's why you chose him. You could just audible out. You called the play for a pass. Next thing you know, take off. You up the sideline and nobody could catch you.
yep, good 15 yards. Get that
What
first
was
down
it,
real
Khadeem?
quick. Good 15 yards every single time. Let me get that first down real quick and keep this drive going. I'm like Vic.
Yeah.
Which Madden is it that they introduced the truck stick in?
It might
That
have been
was
2006.
six or seven.
I think that's one with Ray Lewis on the cover.
That was the
Okay.
last good moment in Madden because that was the last time it actually evolved, and then after
Yes.
that, it's just plateau. Like same game, different cover. Same day, game, different cover. But I remember this game because, like Khleo said, Mike Vick was going crazy. This was like the period of time where I was actually into sports, and this is when it was like exciting because you like, if you weren't good, you could just run with Mike Vick. Like if the play didn't work out, you could just run.
Right?
And I was over the top with it. I had a Falcons jacket with the jersey on underneath, and then like a Falcons headband with a hat, like 50 Cent. Like it was just way too much representation. I remember I had black and red rubber bands in my braces just so it could match the doo-doo daddy fit that
Pat,
Yo.
I gotta ask. Like I said, this is the same time you were walking down, like you were walking home, and niggas would press you about the Falcons jerseys, right?
I did get pressed because of my fandom. But then you gotta learn. You just gotta have to learn about LA in the most LA way.
I
would love to
also
see those
had a
pictures. Oh man,
I had a Mike Vick jersey too. Actually won it off of dude
Hell yeah.
in this game.
I had a Mike Vick jersey. Hell yeah, wore that thing on Tyra Banks show. Show that, yeah.
I wasn't allowed to wear jerseys.
What?
You weren't allowed?
Wait, why?
Yeah, man. You're talking to a guy that was raised by a single mother who worked as a social worker. So the typical things that we as young black men and youth wanted to do, like sports and certain haircuts and even having a water gun, just were never allowed. She never wanted me to get profiled, and it's a long story. I'll tell you another time. But
I
yeah,
get it.
Didn't have a
If-
super soaker.
I did not have a super soaker. And as a matter of fact, my mom wouldn't even let me play with the super soaker with my cousins unless we were like in a backyard.
Yep, that's how we were.
Okay.
That's how we were. Or in the driveway. You had to be in the driveway. Like you
Black
couldn't be
life,
in the
baby.
street playing with them. You had to be in the yard playing with the water guns. You couldn't.
Yeah.
That's the best part about growing up and then just having money because we should just get the most OD super soakers ever and just have like a COVID like
I'm down.
I'm down. I'm getting the water pack on the back.
I wanted the water pack.
I wanted that so bad.
Yes. Oh my God, I remember that.
Bro, no water fights, man. Oh,
that'd be hard. That would be tough.
I know, of course, we're still on the whole Madden thing. Obviously, Madden 21 came out not too long ago. Didn't come up with the most praising of reviews, per usual. But I will say that they even tried to introduce this new mode, which I was actually excited for. It was called, I think, The Yard. It was supposed to be 7-on-7, more of a street type of thing.
Yeah,
I looked up the gameplay of it. I was just like, nope, never mind. It's just more Madden.
that's it.
More Madden.
It's
I was
like
actually-
after having that experience, I kind of like retired from the sports games and kind of like got back to my roots, like the Sonics, the adventure stuff, and everything like that. Because it's just sports sports is funny to me. I just don't like. I think the biggest thing I've never understood is like sports people don't realize that they're nerds, and they try to make fun of other nerds.
Yeah.
Very true.
And I just couldn't get down with it no more. I was like, I don't like how y'all treat the rest of us.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, what are you playing? World of Warcraft? And then they put on a Viking outfit. Go Vikings!
Right. Like you fucking nerds and your superheroes. I'm like, bitch, you calculate math and rushing yards. Like, what are you talking about?
I ran for 1,000 yards back in '86. Like, why do you know?
Right.
Why do you know?
Like his percentage in '94 was a 76. Now in '98 he jumped up to a 93%, but back in 2002 he dropped back down to 73% after that situation with his ex-wife and stuff. But now he's back. It's like
That's all real.
The situation with his ex-wife, that's literally how it be. They stats be going down because of the
Hey,
bull.
listen, that personal life, affect that that on the field performance.
Every single time. Do you think sports games, now that they've become so stale, that we'll see a transition back into a whole lot more of the fun aspect of games, meaning like an NBA Street or NFL Street? Do you think there's going to be a company that sees that can read the signs to say, hey, the fans really don't care about this anymore? We haven't done anything to like revolutionize what it means to be a sports game player.
I think there's always going to be both. There's
Yeah.
always going to be the people that prefer the ridiculousness and the Mario Karts, the NFL Street. But like we've checked the stats. As long as Gran Turismo is one of the highest selling games ever,
Bundo!
we know it don't matter. It don't matter. I'm low-key probably gonna buy the new one. But it's just like people just like that traditional aspect, and I feel like people are always gonna buy a sports game as long as you keep the stats new. Like if you update the players, the rosters, maybe like some graphic things here and there, and then it's like they peaked at graphics, so it's just gonna be little silly stuff. Like now the people in the stands are selling popcorn for real. You see the transactions. It's gonna be like little stuff like that. The people
Selling popcorn for real.
Bruh, you gotta have a whole gross and net option within the game. Like, yo, how much we made at concessions tonight? Like at the gate.
all of that. I gonna have a kiss cam pop up. It's gonna be fans just made up kissing and stuff.
It's funny, y'all are joking, but bro, somebody's gonna watch this show and add all these things into the game.
Oh, bro, they steal everything from us on these
The
shows.
Football Manager game. Isn't that a real game, Khadeem?
Oh, the Football Manager for sure
man.
is a real game.
Why would you
It's
do
soccer. It's soccer
Yeah.
for sure.
Wait, hey Pat.
Management 2004.
Don't
Yes.
knock it till you try it though. Don't
Football
knock it till
Manager
you try it.
2020 is a thing, bro.
I want to play NFL Fan 2020. It's about just a nigga that likes football and he just goes to the game every week, and then on the off days you get a job and you have to work your way up the job to get better seats.
You gotta literally save up your
The higher
retirement.
you are in the workforce, the lower you get closer to the stadium and the field. Yo.
Like these nosebleeds,
You're
man.
like
But
the
in
CEO of
6
the
months,
company, and you have like floor seats, and you just like you get to like get snacks during halftime and shit.
Listen,
That's
Pat, this is some great
awesome.
VR.
These are
Some
great
VR
ideas.
work right now. I'm
This
here
is
for
great.
PlayStation VR NFL Fan 2020.
But like, what level you on, man? I'm on floor seats right now, bro. We good, man. I'm trying to get right behind where the players at. Man, I just gotta get my level up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm on nosebleeds. I just started yesterday.
Bro.
This is what you gotta do. If you come get with me, I can at least get you into section 8, probably like row 15, but then you gotta work your way
Hey,
from there.
perfect gamble for the game. Scalpers, dog. You go outside. You don't know if the ticket's real or not. So you got to take the gamble going up to the front.
Maneuver 'em.
These are great ideas. Like, bro, y'all are. Y'all just created a hit video game.
Yo,
Then
You know.
the dude starts rapping and he starts making mixtapes, and then you work your way up to become the halftime show.
there it is.
DLC.
Wanna make it
down
to the
here.
halftime show?
Yo, I came from the nosebleeds.
You can select your
Right
seat to
there.
see if you're gonna be
Right.
the contest winner in the arena.
You're like low
Oh.
first.
If we're going this far, all right, we got to do this. You could be in line and you get to pick little phrases you want to see if people gonna let you cut. Be like, yo, man, I left my kid down there with my ex-wife, man. Is it cool if I cut line to get some popcorn?
Ex-wife.
Oh, man, go ahead. Woo! And you get 2 points for that.
It becomes so about his life, he starts missing the football game.
And the shit still start going down. You missed the second quarter. You've lost 14 points.
Go to that game. I got a presentation due tomorrow at work.
Oh God, that's funny.
Fucking writing and throwing shit away. All right.
Yeah, that was my game. That
was Madden.
That was Madden. That's how far we took Madden.
That's how far.
That is why Madden keeps making video games along with 2K because of stuff like this.
They just got to change something up.
They got to do something.
It was
Like,
something.
God, first down again.
All right, so out of Khleo and Pat, which one of y'all would like to go next?
I'll go next. I'll knock mine out the way, man. I'm bringing one brand new game today to Games That Define Us. It is a game that has completely taken over my free time. This game, ladies and gentlemen, is called Fall Guys. I love it. It is a breakaway from the more serious gameplay, like, you know, games like Call of Duty, games like Mortal Kombat, games like Street Fighter, where you are competitive one-on-one or against many people. The aspect of this that I really do enjoy, it is still considered kind of like a battle royale. There's 60 random players thrown into the first level, and it's an elimination type of stage where you got to make it over the finish line first. Try to make it, I think the first starts with 60, then drops to anywhere between 45 or 48, and then it just stages that continue to, you know, knock off players. At the end of the day, you have to figure out how to get the crown. You got to get the crown. The final levels are like Hexagon, a Fall Mountain, a Jump Showdown. This game is extremely irritating, but also extremely fun. I don't know if it's the colors. I don't know what about it. That it seems like the perfect mix. As bright as it is, as happy as the little characters you look, and all the little outfits they can put on. It's so fun. But it can turn you into a goddamn raging lunatic if you lose, because the gaming physics of this game are completely shot. Like, it's not that hard to simply jump and make a character jump and land. But sometimes the character will jump and just simply fall over for God knows what reason.
Okay.
It doesn't tell you. Nothing in the manual or tips online say anything about how to make sure your character can't fall down. So it can turn you into a raging lunatic. But it definitely has become one of the games that I just have to play at least once every day to try to get a crown. I love it. I suggest all of you. I think Will's played, Pat has played. CT, have you played it yet?
I have not. This looks crazy.
It's so fun. Try it. You're going to love it. I promise you, you'll
Somebody
love it.
basically took the idea of Wipeout, you know, those like obstacle courses, and like toddlers, and just put them together. Like, if toddlers were doing an obstacle course where they were jumping over stuff, balancing on things, walls and stuff, swinging hammers, like, it's really just like a race. But I talked about this before, like, everybody has the exact same like cycle of Fall Guys. They start playing it, they're like, is this a kid's game? Like, the first thought is like, is this for kids? Then you play, you're like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever played. And then your next thought is, I've been playing this for 2 hours. It's been a long time. Like, it's literally, you don't know why it's so addicting, but it is. And for me, like, this hit like Fortnite. And if you side by side them, you're right. Like, I think it might be the colors. It's like the exact same colors as Fortnite.
It's also that, and the to your point, Pat, like you said, I've seen Khleo be trying to sign off his stream, like, this is the last one I'm running, and then we're on for another 2 hours playing this. But it's for the simple fact too, it's a higher chance of you winning. Like with Fortnite, it's like, yo, Fortnite, you can alter so many things to the point to where it's just not fun anymore for you.
Yeah.
And stuff. But here, everyone is even. No one can be more than somebody else. The only thing you can do is just make your little drunk toddler look cool. So it's just like everybody has a chance. So it's on you.
Yeah.
And it's just working for that. You know you can win. You know you can win. That's the thing. If you're a gamer, you know how to play a video game. You've been playing it your whole life. You know the controls. You know jump. You know dive. You know how to control a camera angle. It's all there. It's very simple. So it's that aspect of knowing, I just want to get a crown. I just want to get a crown. And people have become truly addicted, man. Like, there's a challenge out there. I think the platinum trophy for this game is to win 5 in a row. I got to 4 and lost. I was like, God damn it. That's a whole other argument for another day and then pissed off level. But they recently rolled out a mid-season update which added a bunch of new features to some of the original levels. And then season 2 is getting ready to roll out where it's going to be like a medieval themed. So they have two new, I think they premiered 2 new levels and a couple of new costumes. So it's taken over, man. It was an organic thing. And I think any video game company out there, that's all you could wish for is to create a game and it organically take off. Like there was, like all of a sudden it just blew up overnight. It became free on the PSN network or the PlayStation Plus, and that was all it took, man, for everyone to jump on board. I love it.
Yeah, it's a great game for you and your friends to play too.
Yeah, bro.
I just wish they'd had let you, I hope like in the next season they let you have like more people in there. Like it don't let you do 4. I hope they let you make more people be in there.
Or allow bigger lobbies, pretty much.
Yeah,
actual friends and stuff like that. Yeah. That would be worth. I mean, the thing is, I would honestly say this: a big thing this game has, how fast you can get in and out of another game. That time between getting to another act, like if you lose, like it's like, all right, cool, press circle, get back to the main menu, and press X again, and you're right back in.
Yeah.
It only will take maybe 2 to 3 minutes to get back into another game. Like, that
bro, not
sure
even.
helps.
Not even 2 to 3, like even less. Khadeem, you're right. It is. That's
That
why
helps.
if you lose, all right, and you're right back in. Good point.
That for sure helps. Like, of course, if you lose, let's say Warzone, if you lose in Fortnite, it takes some time to get back to the main menu, get loaded back into another game and everything like that. That is a huge thing this game has over a lot of other battle royale games or just games in general of just getting back into another. I'm not even gonna bring up GTA Online. We went through this 1,000 times. Sorry, Will.
It's overdue. It's overdue. We should hop back in there.
Exactly.
Come catch this sock out, man.
Hopefully the PS5's loading times will be just like what Fall Guys loading times are. So we'll see.
Right. I really like the character too. Like it's so simple. I'm almost surprised that nobody drew that little guy with the little eyes.
With the eyes.
I'm calling it now. I feel like they're gonna expand past this game. Like whether other games or like a movie, they're probably gonna try a bunch of.
This is Angry Birds level of character creation. You know it's gonna take off. The minions are gonna end up in this game. They already have like
that makes sense.
It's gonna happen.
Is this not Funko Pops? Are these not Funko Pops? I just had an epiphany.
Oh,
Hey,
Oh
you bet
shit!
Funko Pop gonna do something with these.
if they smart.
Not bad.
They already got a movie. This is just the prequel to Big Hero 6.
Facts.
It's just Baymax as a kid.
Right.
Baby Baymax.
Yeah.
Maybe Big Max.
What's
But yeah,
scary about it too, we keep calling them toddlers, and I keep forgetting these things are actually 6 feet tall.
They're 6 feet tall.
Really?
They shouldn't have said that. The creators should have known not to say that. Like that became the biggest thing about it. Like, why are they 6 feet? I was like, hey, someone on your PR team, tell them to stop saying shit. You're riding a great wave.
Because I'm not saying I feel attacked, but I do feel attacked. You know, for us heavy set folks. What you trying to say?
That you have weak knees, and the world knows.
They don't have knees. My knees are weak, but they don't have any.
And the world knows.
I feel attacked by this, but I can't stop playing.
That's hilarious.
I love this game.
I didn't know until this gameplay that you can just run from tile to tile on this level. I've been jumping. I thought you could fall through the crevices.
That makes sense.
It doesn't look like you can though.
It does.
It doesn't look like. Yeah, I understand that. I would think the same thing.
And that's another great aspect of this game. So you'll get eliminated, but you can keep spectating. So you can kind of learn like how other people are playing certain levels. So you know when you return back, bet. So that's why the competition level started to raise so quickly.
Start doing that. That's really smart. I rage quit every time. I'm like,
I know there's so many like little. It's so simple to play, but there's so many little details you can learn to help you. Like there's a stage on here that's like seesaws that go like up and down, and you have to go through like a whole bunch of them to get to the end. But like learning from watching someone else, if you jump, like normally you'll just jump. But if it's teetering, you'll fall off. But if you jump and kind of go diagonally, the little thing will land better and how you keep going. So it's like little things, like you said, watching them spectate, you learn from other people, which makes your experience better.
This is one of my favorite ones real quick. This is the last level for this playthrough or this run. It's called Jump Showdown. So as you're going to see, there's two like, I don't know what you call those, pylons, whatever the hell those things are. They're going to start spinning. But there's one up top that's going to spin real slow, and the one at the bottom is going to start speeding up. But the blue and purple panels are going to start dropping off. See, like one's gone now. So slowly but surely, more and more of them are going to start dropping down. So as we see, my man runs back toward it, jumps over it. And you got to know how to work your camera, though. You got to know how to use it to your advantage.
I don't.
And you never know which one of these are gonna fall off.
Yeah, you just start seeing one starting to shake and then it's gonna drop.
And then you just hope you on the side.
I gotta try to time it. Oh, he getting close. No, he's done. He's done. That's it.
He out of there.
He should have went back.
I just played this game for fun. I don't try to win. I know I've been to the last level a couple of times and it wasn't even close. I don't get how you even go for 5 in a row. Like,
what? Like, once you kind of learn your stuff and you kind of like you continue to play this, it kind of becomes slight repetitive. It's just that one thing that slips and it can mess everything up, and you just have a shitty run the next like hour.
And the only other like defense that another player can play on you is literally standing still, like standing in your way and not moving, and then you just bump off of them, or they hold R2 and they grab someone else. So you could be at the finish line and someone could grab you and just hold you back just cause.
That's hater shit.
See, there's no talking online, CP. There's no online talk, no voice chat, nothing. So you don't even know the person. You never said anything to them. All of a sudden, they just feel like grabbing you because you have a different skin on. Like, I'm just grabbing this guy.
Yep. At the finish line too, just to mess with you. They'll throw their whole game away. Everybody.
Just so you don't go, or their teammates can get in before you do. Like,
yeah.
Whole game out here.
Yeah, man.
So that's the game I brought today. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. I look forward to season 2. And yeah, man, make sure you guys pull into my streams to see me rage quit every now and then for this game.
Yes, indeed. All right, Clay. CT, you are up.
All right. Well, guys, this game is very near and dear to my heart because this, if you don't already know, I am the most defensive person when it comes to DC Comics. I defend the animated movies. I don't defend the live action, but I love DC Comics. So everything DC Comics that comes out, I try to support it. And this game was the first game of its kind for our entire brand. This laid the groundwork for Ultimate Alliance. This laid the groundwork for this Avengers game. Like, this game is what started it all for me, and that game is called Justice League Heroes. It was on PlayStation 2. This was the greatest kept secret because I have never run into anybody who's even heard of this game except for me, and this was on the heels. You remember, Khadeem?
No, I said you're absolutely right. I didn't know this game existed till you brought it up. I'm about to show some gameplay and see how this is. I don't know.
It was crazy.
I don't know what it was about the cover that just did not make me grab it though.
Like, see this. All right, so you got 2 players. You got I think this is Batman and Superman, and this was actually, I count this as a good Superman appearance in the game because you get to co-op it, and this is before online gameplay. That would have made it crazy. But you got 2 players. However, you can have you got Green Lantern, you got Wonder Woman, the Flash, and it's John Stewart's Green Lantern, so it's the black one, and then I believe John Jones, you know, the Martian. This was so crazy. And the gameplay movie interstitiates, it was so fire. Like, if you just go to YouTube and watch this without the gameplay and look at the story, it was incredible. Darkseid was trying to come to Earth and make something happen, and they had to beat all of these people, including Brainiac, and make it to Darkseid. And Superman let loose. And it inspired me because I'm like, bro, finally we have something in the conversation that we can add to the video game talk. And then right after this, Ultimate Alliance came out on PS3, and then it's just like nobody remembered this at all.
Yeah,
I gotta be honest. For this to be a PS2 game, it looks pretty damn good.
I know.
Like the combat system and all this is actually pretty damn good.
Superman, Batman, bro. Like, I'm telling you, I literally want to go watch the story again because it was so fire. They had so many incredible villains, and this was right on the heels of Justice League Unlimited. The cartoon had just came off the air, so to see this, I was like, finally. And you know, we still don't even have a Justice League game almost 20 years later.
My question is for Justice League. So the cutscenes of this game. The story that is following it, is it something from an original comic? Is from another comic book, or is it an original story that they just made?
Original story.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Like that's why you got a chance to see Brainiac. Darkseid, of course, was the final villain. There were a couple villains that were known beforehand, but the graphics were crazy. Flash's super speed was incredible. So by the time I'll tell you this, when Injustice came out, I was like, finally, they're doing like another version of Justice League Heroes. And it was a fighting game. And I'm like, come on, man. This was perfect.
Yeah, get the ranks of his level up.
Update
Yeah, you can update your actual thing. That's a whole RPG element. This is
Man.
Wasn't X-Men, like X-Men had a game like this on PlayStation?
X-Men Legends, I think.
Yeah, and it really did have that line between Marvel and DC. Dang.
Yeah, man.
After playing the new Avengers game and then seeing this, I realized how much I want a Justice League game now.
Yes.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Like Batman and Superman's friendship is like top tier, number one.
Yes.
But the way they fight together, now that I'm watching the animations more, like I kind of prefer their dynamic than what's his name? Captain America and
Iron Man.
And Iron Man.
Yeah. But this is
Because when you see Iron Man and Batman, when you see Superman and Batman, when they're actually on the same page, bro, they're unstoppable. It's like, it's like a little quip here, like, oh, here comes the Boy Scout. And it's like, oh, here comes the guy who loves the darkness. But it's never any disrespect, whereas Iron Man has never respected Captain America.
They don't like each other.
About you came out of a bottle. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. To this day,
they can't stand each other. That's how the first Civil War started.
Yeah.
No,
I like this, bro. I'm digging this. This is definitely a game I would love to go back and play, man.
I played it so much.
More characters unlockable, huh? Like you said, we got Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, The Flash, John Jones.
Bro,
everybody, bro. It was this game, man. You talking to a dude that when my mom got this for me, I played this. I might have played this until the PS3 came out. Like this was the only game I was playing. And then, of course, you start doing comedy and you go to nightclubs. You ain't really playing games no more. But this had my attention, bro.
Marvel Avengers. Now we just like they can really just take that same format and do this.
Yes.
do that.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Which talking about that Avengers, bro, last night was something incredible. I'm telling y'all, man, playing with y'all because here's my evil plan. This is the evil villain in me. Yes, I enjoyed playing with y'all. I wanted to help y'all level up, which we did and we will do. But my reasoning behind it is because I need more people to have higher power levels so we can do more missions so that I have more people to play with. That is the evil villain plan.
That makes sense. That's with everything,
I'll
though.
take the
That's
training.
Call of Duty, too.
Yeah. It's just intensive training. It's like, let's do it.
This
I need that now, though. Just the more I think of like the Marvel Avengers game, I'm thinking of like the gear, the layouts, like
Batman
just like Superman, fucking Batman, Green Arrow, Wonder Woman, like her different.
Green Arrow's in it too.
Nice.
Oh man, that'd be dope.
Whose robots are these, CT? Who sent these guys in the city?
Brainiac.
Brainiac's robots.
Yeah.
Okay.
This makes me feel like I missed out on the latest Ultimate Alliance. Was it good?
I didn't play it. That's the one that came out on Switch. And I was like, why didn't it come out on PlayStation since the first two did? So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we got
Khadeem,
Avengers.
I thought you said it was good.
Who?
Again?
I thought Khadeem said it was. I thought you said
I didn't hear much about it. I never even played that one.
Oh.
Not many of us did. I mean, it's just because, of course, we would all have to buy it, and it's more of a multiplayer game anyway. They put it like that. You know what I mean? They kind of market it as multiplayer, which means everyone has to buy it and everyone has to play it. Which online Switch play is not up to par. So I wouldn't.
Like, look at this, bro. When you see Superman, you just saw Superman shoot lasers out the eyes. He has the cool breath. He has the super strength. He can fly. I think he does something with his super speed at some point. Like they truly, and this is I think 2002 or 3 or 4, where this joint was so ahead of its time, and they mastered the mechanics of each of the characters separately. Like if they just remade this, I would buy it again. I gotta find. You know what? I gotta find the company who did this. That's what it is.
So I looked it up. I mean, well, it was developed by Snowblind Studios. Funny thing is that it was
Snowblind.
It was released or published by Square Enix in Europe.
This looks cool.
Really?
Yeah, they distributed it in Europe for them.
This is Square Enix?
Square Enix
In Europe.
distributed it in Europe. In Europe, they did.
They're undefeated.
Zatanna's in it
Zatanna,
too?
bro. Yeah, I forgot about her.
Bro,
This is
if
good.
DC is sleeping right now. If they don't remake this game or do it like how Marvel Avengers is, they are
Look,
sleeping
DC,
right now.
Warner Brothers, they're getting ready to go all in, bro. They no longer have Disney or Marvel to stand in their way. DC and Warner Brothers are definitely gonna roll out how they should have the first time. It's gonna happen. Will I got
Yeah.
confidence.
Avengers game. They should just copy the newest Avengers game.
Exactly,
It
yo.
would be dope.
With
See,
a
my thing
dinosaur
is this
story?
though. Obviously, with Marvel and Disney and all that connected now, they have honestly DC can just go the whole dark side now. They can literally just be the dark alternative to Marvel, and it probably will sell more that way anyway. You know what I mean?
Instead of them
Because
trying to
Marvel
make
has
it like
Marvel has to stay PC now, technically speaking, because of Disney. But if DC goes the other way, they can make some noise.
Serious. I'm just looking forward to like being Batman and trying to keep up with Superman and Flash the way that Cap has to keep up with Thor and Iron Man. Just like they jet off and you gotta beep beep get in the car.
On the way. Be there in a second. How's it going? I'm almost there.
And he's the leader, bro. That's the funny part. When you see Captain America, like when we were playing last night, I think Pat had a Cap, right? Bro, all I hear from Cap's character is him breathing hard when he's running, and I'm like, he's the leader.
The Cap character was trying to give orders. Meanwhile, they're already done beating the people up.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
I'm 300 meters out. So
We're done.
We're already in the elevator.
everyone's down.
We're on our way back. I was seeing them coming backwards. They're
Turn back around, Pat.
Good.
How'd it go?
Man, this is memories, bro. Jeez.
I don't even remember the cover. That's how low key this was. This flew completely.
So low key. I feel like it was probably one of those games that got lost in the sauce because maybe some other bigger game got promoted or got the airtime of TV, or maybe they just didn't want to push it. But this game, man, it was so fun.
As gamers, we couldn't put a lot of trust in any DC character video games anyway. But like Marvel characters have been all spread out across all platforms for gaming consoles for a minute. We had Marvel versus Capcom.
Yep.
We had the Spider-Man video games for the Super Nintendo. So Marvel characters, for some odd reason, when they would be put in video games, we liked it. But a lot of the DC joints just didn't hit. Like there's an old Batman game, I think, for the Genesis. Nah, no, not at all. There's an old Superman game for the N64. That's a no. So
That's
we
a
didn't have
no.
a lot of trust. So I gotta be honest. If I would have saw this sitting on the shelf, I got a Best Buy, I wouldn't have. No, I'm good. Couldn't have done it.
It
But now that I know, I see it. This is fire.
They didn't really hit their like stride until the Arkham series.
Arkham,
Interesting.
100%.
Very, very recent, but
Yeah.
I'm all in now because that was perfect, and it even transitioned to Marvel with Spider-Man, like in that combat system. So like I think that they're getting it. So once they get they got gaming. Once they get the live action right, DC will be just up there with Marvel.
DC finally is doing the Batman effect. Like Batman was a crappy ass character when he was first created. He was comedic and stuff, but it wasn't until the 80s when he got revamped.
Ooh,
and
Michael
dark
Keaton.
version, that's when everything changed. And now DC is understanding, okay, rather than trying to be like Marvel and try to be all nice and polished like they are, let's do it dark. That's why Gotham got more grittier. That's why Central City started to get a little bit more grittier. Stories started to get a little bit more dark because they knew that's the route they should go. Because it's gods living amongst humans.
We got in Marvel, we have, like you say, it's the daytime. We see these people's real names. They have no problem showing who they are. They're not wearing a big symbol on their chest. DC is all about symbols. We have two completely different identities, and we live in a separate world. Superman is a reporter in a one-bedroom apartment, whereas Batman's this billionaire who fights on the worst streets at night. You should never see Batman during the day. When you look at Justice League, which I'm glad they're showing the Snyder cut in 2021, but when you see Batman in the daytime on the Justice League movie that we just saw, and it's like, bro, these fights should only be at night. What are we doing? You should never see Bruce Wayne in the daytime as Batman.
Yeah.
That is weird.
I was gonna go ahead and put this out real quick. The same day this game came out, Destroy All Humans 2 came out.
Who?
Destroy All
Love
Humans 2.
that series.
Ah.
bought it.
That might have been something to do with it. I mean, Destroy All Humans is a cult classic as well. So at that time, it's
That's
probably
what
something that came out a week before, for all I know. But
Mhm.
same day, same
I
day.
That
say,
was
I
the super
say, yeah.
speed buff.
Yep.
Yep.
To your point and to Cleo's point though, same thing. Like DC just did not deliver really great video games, and it's unfortunate that this was one that was a great deliverable, but it didn't get the push it could have. Same thing with the movies, but we got the animated ones that's still pushing it out to give it a chance. So and they TV shows, we always
Oh
see
yeah.
on their TV
TV
shows.
shows are good.
I need
I think his name was Bruce Todd. Bruce Tim. I'm tripping. Bruce Tim and McDuffie. Uh, I think it was Malcolm McDuffie or Mike McDuffie. Please forgive me to the McDuffie family because he passed away shortly after the Justice League cartoon had run its course. But he was the one who gave us Static Shock, the Justice League Unlimited, that went into having the animated films that have really built the DC universe. And I feel like people like him, people like Kevin Feige, these are true fans that get the opportunity to, all right, now I'm working in the business. Let me give the fans and the kids something that I wanted when I was them, which is the same thing I would do if I ever got a chance to helm Power Rangers. Like, you would be so glad at what I produce.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's dope.
That's a
I-
dope
I-
game.
that was a good submission.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was. All right, Pat, Sir Cloud, you
Sir
are.
Cloud.
All right. Well, last but not least, we got my game. I took a page out of the Dreamcast. This was a game that when it came out, it was really, really dope. This game kind of made me realize how big of a part my dad played in me being a gamer because my dad got me my PlayStation and my Nintendo 64. But when the Dreamcast came out, he got me this game that basically had a gun that you can plug in and shoot at the screen, which was a big arcade thing, but it was like, in your house. And I know they've been doing that since what's it called? Duck Hunt. But this was like the first one for me within my hope. And this is House of the Dead, specifically House of the Dead 2. And this game was so dope because we were used to seeing it like touch and go, arcades, we play as much as we could and then we would have to leave. So when they dropped it on the Dreamcast and then my dad got us the guns, I feel like I know how to shoot in real life because of that game. Because it was like, and obviously it was Dreamcast, the sensor was like a little bit off, but this game was so dope because it was like legit scary. Like they did not pull any punches like, it's for kids. Like they really just went there with the horror, and it was just in that arcade format that I love where it's just, horrible cutscenes. You're running all the time, you get to shoot a gun and then you get that gun, like just that really arcade style that I love, the boss battles at the end of every level. And I'm just really into horror. So it's like for them to have every level set up where you're going through either a haunted house or a haunted sewer, and it's just like how creative they were with how many different type of monsters they fit in. Like there's demon frogs in there. They're like they didn't waste any space. Like if you passed the little thing of water, there'd be like demon fish or demon frogs jumping out at you. Like it was like every scene was set up for something different visually. And Khleo and Khadeem always say that this is the worst voice acting of all time.
Of all time.
Which I think it makes it a little funnier.
Plus, it's undefeated. I'm telling you, it's undefeated. You go back and listen to all these cutscenes, it's undefeated.
Horrible. Horribly good.
DT, somebody got a check to go in a studio and record those lines, bro. That we got to look at it from that perspective. Someone got their after credit to go in there and do this. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Their after
Someone got an
credit.
after credit for this? Nah.
Like, yo, don't name me on this. You ain't got to name me on this one.
How much room for passion is there in House of the Dead 2? Like you really
There's a
Okay. No. Let's do it.
so bad. Can't hear it.
It's muted still. Damn, I could hear it. I could hear the soundtrack and everything. That's insane.
Me and Khadeem just played this, I think about 2 weeks ago and finally beat it. Okay, here we go.
Thank you for rescuing me.
It's so bad.
Thank you.
Like, he didn't even get the context.
Khadeem,
No.
go to the first level after they break into the church. And the guy on his right talking. Go to that part. It's right in the beginning. Yep. Back up a little bit more. Here we go.
That's the situation. Thank you for rescuing. Jesus.
Please be safe, G. How could anyone do this? G!
James, I tried. Don't underestimate the enemy. James, take this.
It's bad.
That was really bad.
Okay, look, that was worse than I remember.
Come to back us up. Hurry, go.
You know what's crazy? It's like they knew the voice actors were gonna be bad because they made them acting bad. They were like,
Die! Oh my God.
did he say, "I don't want to die"? I love it. I'm
It
here.
sounds like people who are just, it seems like, you know what that sounds like? It sounds like kids when they're putting on a play for you in the living room.
Yep.
Yes.
They don't got the context out.
They don't have the context, man.
Those were the
No,
animators and the
please,
developers.
Georgie, don't die. No.
Those were just people in the office that worked on the game. They had no professional voice. I don't
At
even
all.
think they got context of the scene. There's
No.
no way that first guy was like, you just got in a car accident and zombies, they just saved you from zombies.
Thank you for rescuing me.
Thank
Oh,
you.
they were for sure sitting in a room with no visual, just like, let's read off of here, please.
Man,
Thank you for saving me.
they pocketed the rest of that budget. That's what that was. That was definitely employees.
Make sure you miss the zombies from the church.
That was the
Thank
take
you for
that made
rescuing
them
me.
Press stop and be like, I think we're good. There's
Oh
no way
my
they make the scene more
God.
intense.
You can go back to your desk now.
Thank you for
so
rescuing.
bad, bro. Like, it's so comedy though. It's like it's a great way to enjoy the game when you look forward to hearing just bad voice acting. You can't believe it. Because look at the setting. You know what I mean? It's House of the Dead. There's zombies. There's guys swinging axes at you. There's chainsaw guys, and every human talks like how Khadeem just said that line.
Thank you for rescuing
We're
me.
we're not even talking about the best one. Khadeem, can you please find the little purple demon, his speech?
Are you talking about
The boss.
The one that's flying, the one you
Oh,
got.
hey, he's coming up right now. He's about to come up right now. Let me just go ahead and let this continue to play.
Somebody was told, you are the boss of this level. You're a flying demon. And the voice that they came up with is not only hilarious, it was accepted. This was like, yep, this is good. All right, here he goes.
Hold on. I'm pausing it there. I'm gonna switch over so y'all can hear it. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna switch over.
You are the evil boss. What voice do you choose?
Let us know.
Go with.
We're looking for something a little sinister, guys.
What? That was horrifying. It was just like, seems like my effect.
All right, Khadeem, just before you cut it off, please go to the cut scene right after this where there's the guy talking in the office.
This was a pretty scary boss too, and he should have been invincible. I don't understand how we were able to. Oh, you shoot the demon guy, right?
The demon, yeah, he's the weak point.
Yeah.
And is he the boss of the game?
Which one? The guy in the office?
No, the purple demon.
No.
Okay,
Just a henchman, right?
Yep.
because you don't kill him; he flies away, right? At the end.
No, you kill him. Here we go.
Dogs of the AMS. Time they made a move.
That was
So bad.
it just sounds like
It's like there's not a zombie apocalypse happening. Like it been happened already. They just are over it now.
They
That's
just
That character is supposed to be the guy who a Wesker, like Wesker. He's plotted all this out. That's who he's supposed to be in this story.
do it one more time. Go back. Let me hear him one more time.
All right.
Time
Let me run it back one more time. Hold on. I'm gonna. Let me just do it this way. So I can-
Y'all are brothers. Y'all even have a similar voice. That's wild, bro.
Hold on.
That's why. But Khleo, you're the oldest of all your siblings, right?
He is the oldest.
This is crazy, bro.
Is the oldest. Let me do it that way. And yeah, I gotta switch around so I don't have to continue to go back and forth like that. Give me 1 second, guys.
We got to see CT's reaction. He got to do like a face reveal.
right. I just want to say that. Welcome to Token React. CT's face reveal of Khadeem.
Yo,
You know that's a thing like in meme culture for people who run meme pages.
really?
Oh
For people who run meme page, if they hit like a certain mark, if they get like 100,000 followers, they would do a face reveal so people can know what they look like. It's like
It's a funny post because it's just like, nigga, okay? Post
But no. Here's the crazy part. Like, yo, you know the guy, whatever guy has run the Daquan Instagram and Twitch and all that stuff, he revealed his face, and it's like everyone's like, oh my god, he's not black. I'm like, come on.
two Middle Eastern dudes.
Yes, of course, but they were just the smart ones to understand meme culture and made a business out of it.
Clayton, no, to be fair, a black Ethiopian kid from Canada started Daquan, but he sold it to the two guys.
Okay.
And then they continue to run.
And they figured out how to make it a business.
Pretty
Yeah.
racist name to choose, yeah.
But a black guy did originally start Daquan.
Wow. I want to know who runs the Hoodville page because that shit is hilarious.
We go a little bit further. Oh, let me see. Can y'all hear this? Let me check.
Yeah. It even sounds like they didn't have a professional place to record it. Like
My favorite. Hold on. My favorite part. Y'all gotta listen to this. Y'all gotta listen to this one. This is one of my favorite parts. Hold on. Back it off a little bit. Damn it. It's kind of hard to work for this one, but here we go. Nope. Damn it. That's pretty bad too. Come on, damn it. Sorry, y'all. It's just trying to work with this damn thing.
Oh wait, one more time with this guy.
No. You gotta hear him say "help me" is the greatest thing ever. Imagine, of course, think about the scene. You are literally having zombies on your car right now. You gotta think about that. And the way he says "help me," I'm just like, dog. Who paid for this?
No one. That's the answer.
Hold on, here it comes. Right after this scene. Here we go.
Muddy. Oh, help me.
Help me.
Wait. Thank you for rescuing me.
They got them to like randomly say this to people in the office. Like, hey, say this line with a tape recorder. Thank you for rescuing me.
Terrible.
November 1998, man. Shout out to Sega. Yeah, it was Sega that was
It
in
was
charge
Sega
of
that
this.
did this, yep.
Yeah, man.
Sega man changed the culture for us. So, but yeah, but that was I think that was all around great selection from all four of us. So now here comes the tough part. Because now we have to go into play, download, delete, and obliterate. So CT, this is kind of like F, Marry, Kill. You, out of the 4 games we have brought today, you are going to choose out of those 4 which one you would play as soon as you get off of here, which one you would download and add to your library for later, which one just didn't kind of move you and you just go ahead and delete it, and which one offended you so much that you'd rather have it wiped from existence along with every other game it helped to make.
Okay.
So
I'm putting up the list right now.
All right, and again, we always like to let the 2 of the tokens go first just to kind of get the feel of it. So, Pat and Khleo, which one of y'all would like to go first?
I got this thing outside my window. Pat, you go first.
I'll go. This is kind of tough. Okay. I am going to... This is really hard, actually. because I want to play Heroes, but Obliterate is tough. Can't obliterate House of Dead. I wouldn't obliterate Madden, low key. This is tough. Okay. Okay, I am going to play House of the Dead. And I'm going to download. No. I'm going to play Heroes. I'm going to play Heroes, and I'm going to download House of the Dead. Only by necessity. I'm going to delete Madden. Because I had fun with other years, even though that was a fantastic year. And out of necessity, I got to obliterate Fall Guys because it's the first of it's the first of its kind, and it's not really attached to anything big yet. So that was there's not a lot of these that I'm pushed into a corner, but it's a good lineup.
All right. Khleo, would you like to go next?
I'll go next. That's that. Pat kind of has it dead on the center for me. The same way, bro. That's exactly the same. Would you play Justice League?
Yeah.
Play Justice League. Download House of the Dead. Delete Madden. And I gotta obliterate Fall Guys.
Okay.
Even though I love Fall Guys, but it's just for this, so it's okay.
CT, you've seen how it's played. You're up.
Interestingly, my game the last time I did this was picked for play as the majority, so I feel pretty good so far. My play is obviously going to be Heroes. I'm going to download. Okay, I'm going to download Fall Guys. I'm deleting Madden, and then I'm obliterating House of the Dead. I'm gonna tell you why I'm deleting Madden. I have never really been into sports games outside of Blitz and NBA Jam. Like I like the parody souped up versions of those games.
Obliterate Madden.
Huh?
You can obliterate Madden.
No, because Madden helped make those. Remember,
Yeah.
Madden been out since like the 90s.
Yeah, when I tell you Blitz came out and I was like, what is this? And I just loved it so much. The House of the Dead joint looked so trash to me. I'm looking at that whole thing and I hated watching the graphics because it made me remember a time before developers got it right. So I'm obliterating House of the Dead.
And you know what? It's on me, and I see why I am not only a fan of CT, but glad I can call him a friend. Same exact lineup for almost the same exact reason. House of the Dead was trash. Like them graphics, I could not get past that. And then again, you got Time Crisis, you got the Jurassic Park game, you got the Die Hard game. It was like there were so many other ones that you could do, but I will not lack the innovation of bringing that home to play. I cannot knock that. I'm not gonna disrespect that, but
There
it
was
was necessity,
goated.
like you said, in this.
Goated.
So yeah.
Yes, sir. That has been another episode of Games That Define Us. This has been a pretty top tier list that we brought. Definitely like to thank the tokens and our guest CT. Always good to have you, sir. And of course, the tech god behind the ones and twos, Mr. Khadeem, who got to do a face reveal for CT one day. That is be hilarious.
Yo, can you, the next time you have me on, whatever it is, can you please have him do it just like at the end of the show?
We're gonna have him wear the same color shirt as Khleo too.
I'm gonna have him stop his video and start mine at the same time and kind of just be like, "What's up?"
You gotta
Just stand right there, put Slick Living behind you, and just
I got a green screen and everything. I'm just gonna literally come out
see if
looking
he
at the
noticed.
Yeah.
Bro, that's gonna blow my mind the minute that I see his face, bro.
He'd be like, "Yo, this is Khleo Thomas." He's like, "Khleo, you good?" Like,
Yeah.
it's like something look different. I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
All right, guys, we will see you next week.
Peace.